Welcome to the Transparent FX Academy. I'm Nick and I'm a top author on TradingView with over 190k reputation points. In this video, I will be speaking about GBPUSD. Now, as usual, to keep the video as educational as possible, first I will be covering the technical aspect for this market, then we will be moving to the order flow by looking at the commitment of traders, so the COT data, so essentially what hedge funds and the big players in the market are doing and how they're moving their orders. And by the end of the video, by using a combination of these two different types of analysis, we will try to understand where we have the highest probabilities for the next potential move here for this pair. So this is definitely a video you do not want to miss. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. This is the place to be for high quality free trading education. Now, without further ado, let's jump straight onto the charts. Starting here from the monthly time frame, what we can see is that at the moment we have a market which is testing a very strong monthly demand and support area. From here, in fact, all these previous massive rejections to the upside have been created. Every time the market tested its zone, it got a reaction to the level, and we can see how just now we had yet another test of the zone. The market has already started rejecting it to the upside, so there is definitely the possibility of seeing more potential bullish price action being created away from this zone. So the monthly time frame seems quite bullish. Now, let's drop down on the weekly time frame and see what we have. Well, from a weekly perspective, the situation is quite clear. We just had a very important horizontal structure level at this zone that was acting as previous weekly support across the level. Then the market broke below that zone, acted as resistance. Then we had the break back above. So now this previous resistance is once again turned support. So we could expect a potential test of the level and then a rejection to the upside away from this zone, which means that there is a possibility of seeing some short-term bearish price action and then some longer-term bullish continuation. Dropping down on the daily time frame, what do we see? Well, from a daily perspective, I did speak about GBPUSD just a few days ago. I spoke about it after this break above. I explained all the reasons for which we could expect a retest of this level. And then from here, the creation of a new higher high. And in fact, that is exactly what the market gave us. Then after this impulse, I explained all the reasons for which there was a possibility of first the correction and then the continuation to the upside, which again is exactly what the market is currently doing. And by the way, I will link in description those two previous analyses, so you can go and check them out for more free education. Now, at the moment, from a daily perspective, what we have is a market which is testing quite strong resistance. This level is the previous supply from which all this move to the downside was created. Again, here the market respected it as supply and resistance. Now the market is facing the exact same zone. Until the market will remain below this area, it can easily be rejected to the downside. Now, before we dig deeper into what we have from a technical perspective, first, let's go and see what we have when it comes to the commitment of traders, so what hedge funds and the big players in the market are doing. And let's check the data precisely for the GBP. Well, the first thing to keep in mind is that if we're looking at the data for the pound, we're actually already looking at GBPUSD because all currencies on the spot are traded against the USD. And what we can see is that with the last reports, net positions have been massively increased. We went from having minus 28.9k net positions, so a negative net positioning, meaning that we had way more shorts than longs from an institutional perspective with 72.6k shorts compared to only 43.6k longs, all the way up to now having a positive net positioning of 25.4k net positions, so with way more longs than shorts, so the complete opposite with 93k longs compared to only 67.6k shorts. This shows how institutions are moving back to the bullish side for GBPUSD, thus making it stronger. So let's keep that in mind and move back to the chart. And by the way, if you still haven't, make sure that you join my free Telegram channel, which you find both on the screen and also linked in description, so you never miss new updates. Now, back to the analysis. Well, from a daily perspective, as we were saying, this level is resistance. Until the market from a daily closing perspective will remain below this zone, it can easily continue lower. However, if the market manages to break above the zone, at that point, this previous resistance would become support. And after the break, on the retest of the previous resistance turns support, that is where there is high probability of seeing more institutional longing, which at that point could further increase the probabilities of a potential rejection to the upside away from this zone. So if the market will break and then go for the retest, what would I expect in a situation like this? Well, as usual, trading is reactive and not predictive. The monthly, weekly, and daily timeframes combined with the COT data, those are the best timeframes when it comes to the directional perspective. However, when it comes to identifying the early shifts in the trend of a market, the best timeframes for that are the intraday timeframes, so 4 hour and lower. Therefore, in a situation like this, what I would expect is that if this market would shift from an intraday bearish to a bullish market, at that point, I definitely wouldn't be surprised if then the market creates a rejection to the upside away from this zone. Now, if you want to learn more, I really suggest that you go and check out the transparentfxtrading.com website, which you find linked in description. From here, in fact, you will have the possibility to gain access to my entire courses. You will also have the possibility to gain access to one-on-one live private mentoring directly with me, the VIP market breakdowns with the Telegram signals, the COT data software, which is precisely the one that we used in this video, the trading station software, which puts together everything that you need as a trader all in one interface. And if you continue to scroll down the website past the testimonials, you will see that you have the possibility to join and gain automatically access with email and password that you will create during the sign-up process. So I really suggest that you go and check it out as soon as possible. The link is in the description and I will see you in it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like and also let me know in the comments below for any new pairs or topics that you would like me to cover in my next videos. And I will see you in my next breakdown.